Hi, Milk Money. Hey, hey everybody. Hey. So I know y'all see the title of this live. So I'm gonna be talking about my condition, my medical condition. Oh, thank you. Slay, slay. So slay all day on PR. So yes, hi everyone. Shouting everybody out. Um, so I'm gonna discuss my yeah.
When we get picked up at 11:30, Mom, what happens?
You're not getting picked up at 11. You're gonna stay home, go to your appointment at 11, and then you're gonna go dropped off at school. That's happening. Right, buddy? Love you, buddy.
I know you're my son, Mommy.
What? No, you're my son. I'm not your son. You're the son. Yeah, I had a.
Yeah, you are my
I'm gonna try to get through this live because I kind of feel a little weird. I really don't want y'all to see me in my bad state. So, anyways, I'm gonna talk about my medical, my like my diagnosis and like how I got it, my condition that I got, my medical condition. If y'all got questions, please type them down below, and I will answer them. Yep, they are. They sure are, Rick. Thank you. Thank you, Milk Money. Yeah, so I'm gonna discuss my medical, my health condition that I have. Um, and if y'all got any questions, just feel free to type it down below, and also like and share this live. I feel kind of like off and on, good and bad. I don't understand what the hell that stupid ass question is. What do I mean about what? Okay, so anyways, my life was perfectly fine. Oh my God, guys. See, part of my, I'm gonna just fast forward. A part of my condition that I have is I have very bad memory loss, like memory. Like I just don't remember a lot of stuff. So with my condition, like I lost my little guy's remote and I don't know where it is at. Yes, I did get burned when I was younger. Don't climb that lane. Okay, so anyways, let's cut to the chase because that's what my title is about. Okay, so basically my life was pretty good until around March. So March 18th was my medical emergency. I I had like I think I did some like YouTube videos that day, and I was sitting down. Me and my fiance had a disagreement earlier that day too, because I wanted to do something and then he didn't want to do it and I was pissed about it. So we got into it earlier that day, but I was perfectly fine before then. So basically, I I'm getting complacent, guys, trying to find his remote and talk at the same time. So I think I did some shorts that day. That was back when I wasn't really. I think I was getting big with my subscribers, and I had a decent subscriber count. I think I had just hit 1,000 around that time. I can't remember. Maybe I was close to 1,000. I can't remember, but I was like really grinding in March. March was actually my best month as far as like getting subscribers. Um, I got a lot of my subscribers in March, and my channel got a lot of like good feedback as far as like the YouTube studio. They'll give you the analysts, like how many people watch your channel or whatever. And then like, so I guess like 1.4 thousand watched my channel or whatever. So basically I was doing videos, and then we was winding down for the night. Um my fiance is heading towards the upstairs to get the kids ready to get a bath. I think he wanted to get them a bath and start with the little ones first. So he was like, he had Gianna, my daughter, in his arms to carry her up there so she can go get a bath. And Mama, leave him alone. So basically he's like, okay, so can you get Rain? Because that's my son. Can you get Rain, make him some bacon, and I'm gonna go get the kids ready. I'm gonna go get the kids, get ready for their baths and stuff. I'm gonna do these kids first and then these kids last. And I was like, all right. So we had our game plan. So I literally was sitting over here by the stairs on this brown couch. And he's like, all right. So I get up. I go over from the brown couch over there that y'all see. Y'all see me pointing? It's over there, anyways, by the stairs. And I walk over here. So I'm standing like right here. And then I'm like, I'm feeling my hands were feeling so weird. Like I felt like pulses in my hands and like sharp pain in my fingers and stuff. So I was like, oh my God. I feel it in my hands. So I was like going like this, and then I felt some tingliness in my hands. And then I just felt like the whole room was spinning, and I was going to like pass out or like drop to the ground. So I just felt like I was going to lose my legs, is what I call it. Basically, like my legs give out. So then I'm like, and I'm like trying to figure out like what's wrong with me. So I'm standing like right here. And then, okay, so I'm like going along about it, after I flex my fingers and stretching them out. I get into my fridge right here. I grab out the bacon that I'm supposed to be cooking for my son, and I place it right here, back over here where I was at. And then I go in my cabinet, I get out a plate, I put the plate right on this right here, and then I take the bag and I begin to open it. Well, as I'm opening it, I'm starting to feel like worse and worse and worse as I'm trying to open the bacon to put it on the plate so I can get it together for my son. And then so like I didn't know my fiance was like watching me and whatever. So he's just standing there. He's holding the baby. He's looking at me. He's like, "You okay over there?" Cause like there's a lot going on over there. She is so smart. So, anyways, I'm like, yeah, I just feel so weird. So then, like, he's still standing there. I didn't know, and then all of a sudden, like, I felt like I was gonna like just drop down. So I try to hurry up and stagger my way to the couch over here by the stairs. And then like I sat down and I plopped down and I'm leaning up against the couch, like half on the couch, half not on the couch. And I was like, start moaning and stuff because I just felt like weird. And then so he comes down and he kind of like puts my daughter in her little play area over here. He tells one of my kids to like help watch the little ones and then control the remote, just so he could get like control of the situation, so he could help me. And then he's like, "You all right?" And I was like, "No, something weird." And then so then I try to get up off the couch after I'm like slouched over on the couch. I get up, and then something was like, "Get up and walk around" in my head, and I'm like, and I try to walk and I drop to the ground because like I couldn't walk. I'm like, wow, like, why did I just fall? So then I fell. So then he's like trying to grab me and whatever. And then he like drags me. I'm trying to get to the couch. He sees me. I feel like I didn't even have grip strength to climb up back on the couch from being on the ground. So he helps me. He like plops me back on the couch. So then like I'm still stuck in like a slouch position. I'm back stuck in a slouch position again. And then all of a sudden my mouth started feeling weird. Like my face started getting numb or whatever. What happened? Are y'all fighting? What happened? Thank you. Donate to what? I don't have a GoFundMe or anything. So anyways, I my mouth was feeling weird and my like just everything was weird. So then like my mouth goes like this and then it like starts to hang down and then like my tongue starts to stick out like that and it was like stuck in like a locked position. Like I couldn't get it out or whatever. Thank you so much. And so like my fiance was like looking and I'm like, oh my God, oh my God. And then he's like looking at me and I'm like, oh my God, like everything is, and then my arm just was like this. Like this arm was okay, but everything on my right side just started like locking up and like I couldn't use it. So like my right side, it was stuck and everything started getting numb and tingly. And then my legs, like my right leg, I started, I felt it, but then it was getting numb and tingly. And then all of a sudden I couldn't feel my leg. And I was like, oh my God, I think I'm having a stroke. So I'm like, oh my God, I'm having a stroke. And then he's like, oh shoot, stroke. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Because we tried to figure out what the hell was wrong with me, or whatever. And then I was like, I'm having a stroke. I think I'm having a stroke. He was like, really, you think so? I was like, yeah. Because like I remember my family members growing up, people would tell me like when you're having a stroke, like you can't, like one side of your body goes like paralyzed or your face hangs down or your tongue, something like that. I can't remember exactly what I said, but I was like, I'm having a stroke. So then he like, oh shit, I didn't think about that. And he he like tells my oldest like to continue to help with the little ones, and then he was like, I gotta call 911. I was like, no, don't do that. And then he was like, dude, you're like in no condition right now, you're like worsening. And then so I was talking to him for a little bit, and then all of a sudden I couldn't talk anymore. So like he on the phone with the paramedics or whatever, and they trying to get him to tell me to say the early bird catches the worm or something like that. And I couldn't even say it. I couldn't even say it. I was like, my speech was delayed like very badly. I was like, like I couldn't talk or nothing. So then, like the ambulance is on the way. Guys, mind you, the fucking ambulance took like, I don't want to say like more over a half hour to get to my house. And they like maybe 15 minutes from my house. I'm like, what the hell? He's like telling my son, all right. So he gets my daughter and he tells my oldest, he's like, all right, I'll get Gianna, you go watch out for the ambulance. So when they, get here, whatever, like let me know when they're about to be here. So then, you know, and then I'm telling him like I'm freaking out and I was scared and stuff. I think I started like crying and stuff because I didn't know what was going on with me. And yeah, that was just how my face looked. My bad. But y'all don't want to see what goes down for real. It's really bad. It's terrifying, and y'all probably will be scared. So I'm trying to hurry up. So anyway, but basically, we waiting on the ambulance, and it's taking so forever for them to get here. Like it taken a long time for them to get here. And so basically they get here, fast forward, they get here and they checking me out and everything. I think they said something like my vitals was like a little like not okay, but like it wasn't like to the point where I was gonna like die or whatever. Like I think like my heart rate was like going 1,000 miles an hour and shit. Thank you. It was crazy. So then like they see how I am and everything. And honestly, before the whole facial thing started happening to me, my eye like going like this, like that, and I'm like I couldn't control it. And then he thought it was funny. He thought like my head was just like irritating me or something. So like he was like rubbing my neck, and every time he would do it, I would just go like this because it was like I don't know. I just didn't want him to do that, and I told him to stop. And he was like, "Oh, does that bother you?" I was like, "Yeah, I don't like that or whatever." But then I started like having facial droop and my tongue was sticking out and my face was stuck and I couldn't get it unstuck. Ambulance came, they checked my vitals and stuff. They said stuff wasn't right, but I wasn't gonna like die, but stuff was not right. So they rushed me to so basically, I'm thinking everything is all cool and everything. It's gonna be like a false alarm. It's gonna be something like, you know how you like go to the hospital and then like um you just like get there and then they be like, oh, you're fine, all right, let's get the discharge papers ready. Well, I thought it was gonna be something like that, but it wasn't. So like they get out to like the road over here, so they driving all slow. I'm like, okay, like I'll be all right. But mind you, I still couldn't talk to them. I couldn't communicate with them. They was asking me 1,000 questions, and after a while, I couldn't even hear what they was asking me. I was like completely unable to respond. So then they get out to the main road and they start like driving fast and the sirens and stuff was going off. I was like, what in the world? You know, I feeling the paramedic truck, whatever, going off fast or whatever. And I feel the that's funny. Somebody got the one and only Nicole. Um, cause that reminds me of my Instagram name. Cause I have no, is that my Instagram name? No, my TikTok name is. It's got the whole one and only on there. But anyways, back to my story. So anyways, I'm feeling the paramedic truck like going super fast or whatever. The lights was going off like full on lights and sirens. And they like freaking rushing. And like we get to the hospital, like they rushing me in through the back doors and everything. And like the doctors was already there. Like the team was already ready. They like met my ass at the back door. And I'm sorry for the ones who are disturbed by my swearing, but you know, I am an adult, so I can swear if I want to. But so they met me at the back door, and the like all the staff was already like they had already picked out my staff and stuff. Everybody like so as soon as I get in through the door, they put me in this like the CT machine to like scan my brain because I guess like if you really do have a stroke, they have to like catch it or you can die. So they thought I actually was because paramedics called cold stroke because they didn't know what was wrong with me. So then so anyways so they got me in the machine. The machine's like doing all the noises and taking the scan. So like the staff is looking at my scan while I'm like in there or whatever. So then the machine pulls me out like it you know how it's like a electronic, so like you go in, it slides you in electronically and then it slides you back once the machine is done going through the process of getting your scan or whatever. So basically we I'm they're like getting me off of that of the paramedic stretcher or gurney, whatever they want to call it. And then they put me into like a regular ER gurney or bed or whatever. So then, they asking me all these questions, and I'm like so confused. I didn't know like where I was at, and like I'm in. Even though before they took me out of the radiology room where they do all the MRIs and CTs and stuff, I'm asking them. I was like, "What's going on? What's happening to me? Am I gonna die? Like, where am I at? What's happening to me? What's the day or whatever?" And then they were like, we're going to figure that out for you. Because I was very confused. And I kind of felt like I didn't know where I was at for a second. I was disoriented. And I think the more disoriented I was, the more pissed off I was. Because I wanted to know where I was at. And nobody was telling me, like, really why I was there or whatever. So anyways, I'm in the ER. They asking me all these questions, asking me about my medical history. I'm like trying to like figure out where am I at, why am I at the hospital? And I felt like, the answers just wasn't coming fast enough for me. So I would get more like frustrated and more like my heart rate would beat fast because I felt like I kind of had like anxiety because I didn't know why I was there. And then I went away from my family and now I'm at the hospital by myself or whatever. So then, like, I'm up in there, they trying to look at my charts and stuff. They ask me, like, my social security number and, like, my name and my date of birth and stuff. So they trying to look it up and everything to see if I had any past, like, head trauma or anything like that with my brain or whatever. Any past, like, seizures and stuff. So then, like, after, like, being in the ER for a few hours or whatever, I guess they, put in to admit me. So then I had to be admitted into the hospital. So then like they moved me from the ER to like a room, like a permanent stay room, a long term stay room. I don't know. It's like after you get out the ER and you have to stay there, they put you in whatever like whatever unit if it's a big hospital, and then like whatever floor if it's like a small hospital. So I got put on like the second floor because I guess that's where I had to stay at. So anyways, they had like the neurology team downstairs. So when I was there, I had like seizures back to back to back to back to back. I was having like seizures the whole time. And like they was trying to figure out what's wrong with me. So every time I had like a seizure and stuff, and my face would lock up and my tongue would stick out and my face would droop and everything, they were like code stroke and everything. So they was calling code strokes like the whole time. Because I literally looked like I was having a stroke. Whatever that looks like to a medical professional, that's what I look like. So they kept hitting the code stroke button, especially the next day when I woke up. I remember having seizures at night, but I don't really remember like a lot of code strokes during the night. I think I eventually did go to sleep, but I think I do remember like one code stroke during the night, the first night I was there. Well, later the night that I arrived, later on that night when I arrived, early morning. And then when it was light outside, the first official like full day I was there, they called code stroke like a lot of times. They was trying to get me into get what is like I think it's EEG. I can't remember EKG or EEG. I think it's EKG. I think EEG is on the heart. I don't know. It's the ones when they put the sticky things on your head and it has all the wires on there. So, anyways, I get those confused. And basically, I'm staying there and I'm there. They running tests and everything, trying to figure out what's wrong with me, looking at my records and whatever. So, I'm there like 2.5 days. By the third day, I was like, I want to go home. Like, what the heck am I doing here? If y'all not gonna like find nothing. Thank you, Milk Winnie. So I didn't want to be there, so I tried to ask the staff, the nurse, if she can ask whoever doctor was in charge to let me go home. I was just tired of being there. The bed sucked, and the food so I had to see a speech therapist, and I didn't pass my test, so they were scared I was gonna choke on my food or drink, so I had to eat like what's called an easy to chew diet. So I had mostly liquid food and soft foods that I can like just kind of like darn near drink down. It was very nasty diet and I hated it. So I wanted to leave the hospital because I hated it. So then they finally got the doctor because I kept begging them to leave before it got a certain time of evening because I knew that shift change and then different doctors wouldn't let me go once it was like, 7 at night or whatever. I'm sorry, but I don't remember what happened to your remote. Mom's brain is not the same it used to be. So basically, fast forward. After being there for like 2.5 days, like darn near the third day, almost the third day, when it was almost about to be the third day, if I didn't ask to go home. But I'm pretty sure they would have kept me there longer. But they told me that they couldn't really run no more tests because they didn't feel the need to run no more tests. But that's all that they would do if I didn't go home. They would just keep running more tests. Well, basically, it turns out that I have a medical condition called FND, which is functional neurological symptom disorder. So that's what I have, and it sucks because it interferes with me doing things in my daily life, and it interferes with like how many YouTube videos I can upload a day, because if I use a lot of my energy I get like seizures and more seizures, and my jaw does that weird thing, and then I get tired and my body starts to hurt really bad. So if y'all ever want to look that up, y'all can look that up. FND. N as in Nancy, D as in Daniel. So you can look that up and see like the symptoms and stuff that I have and what I go through like on a daily. Like earlier today, I had some seizures. My like jaw was locking up and everything. My legs were. My hip was bad earlier. I couldn't even really walk straight. I'm trying to get through this live because I'm starting to feel one of my symptoms coming on, and then stuttering is one of the signs. When I start to stutter, that means my speech is about to go out and I'm about to lose my sight. A mom. Why does it matter if I'm a mom? So what? There's plenty of moms on YouTube. What the hell? That was a... Well, how about this? Why don't you take your ass and get the fuck off my live? How about that? When they call people losers. I don't know what happened to the remote. I've been looking for it the whole time.
Yeah,
I think I
like find that like now.
Lost it.
Right now. Whatever you're doing, whatever it is that you're doing, you need to like shut it down and find out.
I don't even know what happened to my remote.
You need to tear this place apart. You need to find it. There's no life without it. Hi, mommy. And I put it right in your hand area too. Yeah. Police transfer power.
Yeah, guys, okay, right here's the remote. So, yeah, that's my story. But I'm gonna be coming back to live soon. Probably not tomorrow. Can't guarantee anything, especially with my condition. So I guess you guys gonna catch me whenever I'm on live again. I'm trying to find his remote. But yeah, thanks for watching my live. Guys, you can go finish watching my videos on my channel, but I got to find this remote. So I gotta find this remote. But thanks for watching, and I will see y'all in another one.